What's happening, y'all? Merry New Year, Happy Christmas, and welcome to 2024. You made it. Charles Phillips 1656 says, WTF, this video is freaking lit for a channel with only a few hundred subs. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I also think it's lit. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below and you might be featured in the next video. And speaking of comments, I get a lot of comments on my desk setup and it's practically in all of my videos, so here it is. Most of these things I got on Amazon and a mix of some other websites, but regardless, I will try my best to link every product in this video. Some of these exact products aren't currently available on Amazon anymore because I got them a couple years ago, but I linked the most similar thing I could find. My 2024 goal is to get monetized on this channel, which means I do all these videos for free. But if you use those links, you can directly support this channel and put a few more pennies in my pocket, you feel me? I appreciate you. Comment down below and you might be featured in the next video. So if you game off a console and you love customization, then gosh darn do I have just the thing for you. Extreme Rate makes triggers, anything you need, they got it. And the best part about this company is that they have full step-by-step tutorials on how to install every single product they have. And not some like homemade 12-year-old made videos. Like these are super high quality videos.
He needs some milk.
First up is the desk. This is a 55-inch QB desk with storage shelves. There are tons of variations of this on Amazon, and it's pretty affordable, ranging anywhere from $100 to $190. Fun fact about this whole desk setup: after using the desk for about a year in 2022, I moved and had to break the whole thing down, travel with it, rebuild it, and have been rocking with it ever since. Definitely a testament to the quality and a great value for its price. Not gonna break the bank, and it does the job. I love the simple look, and it also helps a lot with staying focused, you know, limiting the amount of distractions. I've always wanted a standing desk where I can raise it up and get one of those collapsible treadmills and hit my auntie in the park walk while I work, you know. I have a black Galloway leather desk mat. This serves many purposes other than just looking sleek and adding some texture to the setup. It mainly acts as a large mouse trackpad, got plenty of room for activities. It protects the desk from scratches or any other wear and tear from everyday use, dampens the sound from the mechanical keyboard. I mean, I can go on and on. Did I mention it looks cool? Next are these PreSonus Aris E3.5-inch near-field studio monitors on some foam pads to raise and point them towards me. I remember getting these for about $100, but it's listed at around $80 now, and you can get the larger ones for about $120. Which seems like a pretty good deal for a pair of desk monitors under $100. You can't expect anything out of this world. But I just needed something affordable that produced better sound than my MacBook speakers for when I want to edit or listen to music without headphones. And they look really cool, so that's a plus for sure. My only gripe about these are that there's a bit of feedback when changing the volume, especially when turning the knob at lower levels. At some points, one of the speakers actually completely loses sound and moving it slightly brings it back. Not a huge deal, especially considering the price, but definitely worth mentioning. It would be really dope to buy some Sonos era 100s and use those as my desktop speakers because they produce a really good sound for the form factor. They would be significantly smaller than the PreSonus and sound so much better as well. I would have way more ability to adjust the sound EQ versus what these have on the back, but would of course be significantly more expensive. I personally love Sonos products. I set them up in people's home theater systems all the time at work. Comment below if you'd like to hear more about Sonos, because I would love to talk more about them. I have the included auxiliary cable running to the back of my monitor, so whether I'm using my laptop or playing my PS5, I can use the monitors, which is a good segue to talk about my screens. Before I had my setup like this, I had the screens on top of each other. The main reason I switched it up is actually a health reason. I looked it up and found that the most natural and healthy height to have your monitor is to have your eyes around the same height as the top of the screen. This will prevent you from neck pain and not force you to look up or down in any uncomfortable positions. So my laptop is a 2021 M1 16-inch MacBook Pro elevated on a lamical adjustable laptop stand. The stand is very rigid and easy to adjust. To the right of it is an AOC 24G2 24-inch frameless gaming IPS monitor. So when I bought this back in 2021, I needed a monitor that was good enough for first-person shooting games and also didn't have terrible colors for when I edit videos, which is another reason why I went with IPS. If you don't know, professional grade monitors that are color accurate out of the box are outrageously priced, and I ain't got that money yet. I won't go into what makes a monitor good for gaming in this video, but here are the specs of this monitor. It's not the prettiest, but it's really good for the price in my opinion. Next is the mouse. I use the Logitech MX Master 2 Bluetooth wireless mouse. It's amazing for video editing, and I'm a huge believer in shortcuts, so this mouse is perfect. You can map out any functions you want, and it's supported by a whole list of softwares. This is an older model, but it's worked so good for me. It's easy to use, and the battery lasts pretty long. I only charge probably about once every 3 to 4 months, and I'm at my desk at least 4 hours a day. Now moving on to my keyboard, I actually want to make a whole video eventually, but it's a Keychron K2 75% layout hot swappable Bluetooth wireless USB wired mechanical keyboard for Mac. I love this keyboard mostly because of the customization abilities and the price. The Keybs community is quite vast, and I don't want to upset anyone, but they all know how freaking expensive the hobby is. That being said, this keyboard is only $90 and you don't have to touch anything if you don't want to. It's a great keyboard out of the box. Here is my current setup if you were wondering, but if you want a more in-depth review, let me know in the comments, and I'll also make a video on that. Alright, moving on. My PS5 has some D-brand black plates to replace the white ones, and I have a black Damascus skin on the middle. Now they have these plates on Amazon and pretty affordable too, so I wouldn't mind just getting one of those if you wanted. Another cool thing I have is this sticker that changes the color of the lights, so whatever colors you choose. In this case, I picked orange and purple. Originally, the light is mostly white and sometimes orange when it's on rest mode, so it's a pretty simple and easy upgrade that is also really cool. Now my controllers I have on this charging dock, and if you're wondering about how I customize these, I have a whole video on the brand Extreme Rate that makes custom parts for gaming hardware, so check that out, but I will have all the links in the description in this video as well. Some of the things that I use that are relevant to this setup is a monitor light bar. As you can tell, I can't really fit a lamp anywhere on the desk, so I opted for this one. It gives me a little bit more flexibility on the desk itself and works really well. I can adjust the brightness with this slider, and it has 3 color temperatures at the touch of a button. Another thing I love using is the Sony XM4 headphones for editing and doing any other listening where I want a little bit more quality. These are Bluetooth, but I use them plugged in just to prevent any lag when I edit. If you're thinking about getting these or the newer XM5s, there's a few things I would consider. First, I would watch MKBHD's video that compares both of them, but if you don't want to watch it and take my word for it, sure. Basically, you get slightly, barely better noticeable sound quality and a less portable form factor. The XM4s fold into a smaller case compared to the 5, and right now you can get the XM4 for about $150 less. After filming, I realized I forgot to talk about the USB-C hub that I use. So this USB-C hub is a 7-in-1 dongle that has a 4K HDMI output, 3 USB-A 3.0 ports, and a SD/micro SD card reader. And here's how it is set up. The HDMI is connected to my monitor, and I have one USB-A connected to my keyboard. I know this keyboard is Bluetooth, but when you use Bluetooth, it will turn off after like 10 minutes, and sometimes it would do that and I would start typing and nothing's working. Then I realized, oh, it's shut off. And that happened enough for me to just use wired, so every time I use it, it's ready. But what I like about using the hub versus using the ports on the MacBook itself is all I have to do is plug this one USB-C in and multiple things are ready to use. Small convenience dubs are still dubs nevertheless, and I'm here for it. If you're thinking about purchasing any of these products, please remember that these were very well researched for my setup specifically. There are so many reasons to get different types of products, as you just saw. I also want to reiterate that this is a tech channel that reviews and is informative, but the main reason I started this channel is to make a tech community where we all can learn and share knowledge. So don't be afraid to drop some brain nuggets if you think it's helpful to me and to the community. And with that being said, that's going to wrap it up for this one, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Comment what you guys think and let me know any other videos you guys want to see. This year, I will be quitting my job and doing this full time. So if you want to be a part of the journey and support, please like, subscribe, and most importantly, share this video to friends and family. See y'all in the next one. Deuces.